exercise number 28 for 7.4 day 2 or day 1 in partial fraction decomposition. So we have 6x squared plus 1 over x squared times x minus 1 squared. So it's already factored for us, which is nice. So we just need to write the form of partial fraction decomposition on the right side. So we're going to write it with constants. So a over x plus b over x squared plus c over x minus 1 plus d over x minus 1 squared. So now we multiply by the LCD. So we're going to multiply by x squared times x minus 1 squared. So we will have 6x squared plus 1 equals a times x minus 1 squared plus b times x minus 1 squared plus c times x squared times x minus 1 plus d times x squared. So now we want to choose some convenient values. So let's go ahead and choose. Let's choose x equals 0 first. And then the other one we'll choose is x equals 1. So let's do x equals 0. So we'll plug it in. 0 plus 1 equals a times 0 plus b times negative 1 squared plus c times 0 plus d times 0. So now we get 1 equals b. So let's try x equals 1. So we plug in 1, we get 6 times 1 plus 1 equals a times 0 plus b times 0 plus c times 0 plus d. So now we have 7 equals d. So you probably notice that at this point, we've exhausted the numbers that we could use, and we're still missing 2 variables. So the only option that we can do is now we're going to expand. So we're going to expand this here. So let's write everything. 6x squared plus 1 equals, so this becomes a times x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus b times, it's the same thing, right? X squared minus 2x plus 1 plus c, let's distribute, times x cubed minus x squared plus dx squared. So let's continue to distribute. So this is ax cubed minus 2ax squared plus ax plus bx squared minus 2bx plus b plus cx cubed minus cx squared plus dx squared. So now that we're this far, what we want to do is we want to group like terms together. So 6x squared plus 1 equals, let's do the cubes first. So we have ax cubed and cx cubed. So we'll write it this way. We have a plus c, and that's x cubed. So next, let's look at our squares. So ax squared, bx squared, cx squared, and dx squared. So this is a plus negative 2a plus b minus c plus d x squared. So grouping like terms. So let's look at the next one, x's. So ax, bx here. So plus a minus 2 b times x, and then the last one is plus b. So now that we have this, we need to write a system. So what we're going to do is, if you see x squared here, so that's going to equal the x squared terms, and this 1 is going to equal our constant term. So notice we have no x cubed term or x squared term, or x cubed and x term, so that's just going to equal 0. So let me just write it here just so you can see it. So we have an x cubed, so it's 0x cubed plus 6x squared plus 0x plus 1. And this isn't to prepare us for the 7.4 day 2 when we work with quadratics. So anyways, this is the left side. So we're going to set it equal. So we have a plus c is x cubed, and that's going to equal 0. So what we write is a plus c equals 0. So all the x cubes go in that line. Then the next one, we're going to write our x squared line. So we have negative 2a plus b minus c plus d equals x squared, which is 6. Then our next line is the x line. So that is a minus 2b equals 0 because there is no x. And then the last one we have is 1, so b equals 1. And so we did solve for b equals 1 already, so we have that. So now we can just do back substitution. So now that b is 1, let's plug it into here. A minus 2 times 1 equals 0. A minus 2 equals 0. So a equals 2. So we have A, we have B, and we have D. So now we need C. So let's see, the easiest one to plug into is this one. So let's do 2 plus C equals 0, or C equals negative 2. So now we can write our partial fraction decomposition, right? Looking at this up here. So let's write it. We have, let's write 6x squared plus 1 over x squared times x minus 1 squared. So we have A, we have 2 over x plus our B, which is 1 over x squared, plus C, C is negative 2 over x minus 1, plus D, which is 7 over x minus 1 squared. And so now this is done.